Kristin Bull, having first been duly sworn remotely via Zoom video conference, was examined and testified on her oath as follows. Examination by Ms. Gordon. Gordon. Okay. Ms. Bull, would you please give us your full name and address? Bull. Kristin Bull, redacted. Gordon. Okay. You are currently a member of the Rochester School District Board, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. What is your full title today? Bull. Board President. Gordon. When did you first become a member of the board? Bull. I was elected in 2014, started my term in 2015. Gordon. I'm sorry, how long are the terms? Bull. 6-year terms, so I'm in my second 6-year term. Gordon. So, you ran for re-election in 2020. Gordon. Okay, and when did you become president of the board? Bull. It's a 1-year term, so this is my third 1-year term. Gordon. Okay, what are the duties of president of the board? Bull. Essentially lead the board meetings and, Gordon. Is there a, I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's a little hard with Zoom sometimes, but go ahead, what are the duties? You lead the board meetings and what else? Bull. Yeah, preside over the board meetings and essentially serve as, I guess, the liaison between the superintendent and his team and the rest of the board. Gordon. Is the board set? What's the legal underpinnings for the board, as you understand it? Bull. So, our bylaws, our board bylaws. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. Gordon. So, you, other than the bylaws, what allows you to, gives you the parameters of your functioning? Bull. As far as I know it's our bylaws. That's what we follow. Gordon. Is there a specific job description for the president of the board? Bull. No. Gordon. What is your role with regard to your interface with the superintendent? Let's begin with how often that occurs. Bull. I talk to our superintendent typically daily, sometimes multiple times a day. There's no set schedule or there's no set requirement. Basically as needed. Gordon. Okay. And since you've been on the board, who have the superintendents been that you've worked with? Bull. We've only had one superintendent, Dr. Shaner. Gordon. And then for a short period of time Ms. Fragameni substituted for him, is that correct? Bull. As deputy superintendent she filled in while he was on leave. Gordon. Okay. Do you typically have an agenda when you meet with him? Bull. No. Gordon. So, when you say you talk to him or meet with him daily or approximately daily, is that a set conversation? Bull. No. Gordon. Tell me, give me sort of an overview of how that occurs. Bull. Typically, he calls me. He either leaves a voicemail to call back or I answer, and it's usually to update me on information, typically related to something that went on at a school or something going on that he just wants me to be aware of or wants the board to be aware of. Gordon. Okay, and what are the topics that you typically discuss with him on your day-to-day calls? Bull. Like, for example, power out at a school or bus drivers being late or not showing up for work, a situation with, maybe there was a situation at a building that would cause a 911 call. It varies, but it's typically those sort of FYI. This is something you need to know what's going on at one of the buildings. Gordon. Do you keep notes of those phone calls you have? Bull. No. Gordon. Does he, if you know? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. Who do you report to as president of the board, if anybody? Bull. I don't report to anyone. Gordon. Okay, and how often does the board meet? Bull. We have one public business meeting a month and typically one work session a month. Sometimes we have special meetings, but it's typically those two public meetings a month. Gordon. Who puts together the agenda for the public meeting and the committee meeting? Bull. Typically, the administration puts together so the superintendent's cabinet puts together the agenda and the board reviews it. Gordon. And then does the board add to it as needed? Bull. As needed, yes. Gordon. And is it your job to finalize the agenda? Bull. No, it's Dr. Shaner's job to finalize the agenda. Gordon. How many committees are there on the school board? Bull. We have advisory committees, but we don't have any. We don't have any real committees as far as standing committees. Gordon. What do you mean by advisory committees? Bull. So, we'll have a superintendent steering committee that is made up of myself, the treasurer and the vice president. And we have a superintendent's policy and curriculum committee, which is, 3 members are on that, and a superintendent's finance and operations committee. 3 members are on that. Gordon. Are you employed at this time? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Where are you employed? Bull. I am employed by Cranes Communications. Gordon. When did you first become employed by Cranes? Bull. I became employed by Cranes in 2013. Gordon. What were you hired in as? Bull. I was hired in as, I think, the title was Breaking News Editor. Gordon. What's your title today? Bull. I am Director of Program Content. Gordon. How long have you held that title? Bull. I don't remember. More than 4 years. Gordon. So, you were originally Breaking News Editor. What was your next position at Cranes? Bull. Assistant Managing Editor. Gordon. And when did you get that position? Bull. I don't remember. Gordon. Roughly. Bull. Approximately a year after I started there. Gordon. All right. And then what was your next position after that? Bull. My current position. Gordon. Okay. What are the duties that go with Director of Program Content? Bull. I run our Cranes, what's called Cranes Content Studio. It's the content marketing division of Cranes Detroit Business, Advertising, Marketing. Gordon. So, what are your day-to-day duties? What do they include? Bull. Interfacing with clients who have content programs. So, for example, content, we produce content for them, videos, podcasts, written content. Gordon. And who would these clients be? Bull. The specific names of the clients? Gordon. Yeah, just give me an example of a company or, Bull. H.W. Kaufman, Children's Foundation, those are 2 clients that are off the top of my head. Gordon. Okay, and where does the content then appear? Bull. Typically, it's for them to use, but it also could appear on Cranes in the form of native ads. Gordon. Okay, what else are your responsibilities in your current role? Bull. Right now I'm working on, it kind of depends. Right now, I'm filling in for an events director, so I'm managing some of the events. Gordon. Hang on 1 second, please. Brief pause. 16 Gordon. Okay. What about 40 under 40? What, Bull? Yeah. Gordon. What is your role with that? Bull. So, my role in 2020 was I was managing the webcast portion of that event. Gordon. Okay. What is 40 under 40 at Cranes? Bull. It's an awards program that recognizes 40 individuals every year that are business professionals under the age of 40. Gordon. Okay, and what's the time period during which this begins to be put together at Cranes? Bull. The program itself, I don't manage the actual awards program itself, so I don't actually know when the time period is when it begins, but I know that the section was published in early September. Gordon. And what specifically was your role in that 40 under 40 in 2020? Bull. My role was to manage the sponsorships for the webcast that would honor the winners. Gordon. Okay, Bull. Which happened in November. Gordon. Tell me what that involved. Bull. Working with our sponsors to make sure that whatever it was that was part of their sponsorship was fulfilled. I managed actually getting the videos. I think we had videos from all of the winners, so I managed getting those videos, getting them to a production editor. I don't remember any other specifics other than that. Gordon. Okay, and Andrew Blake was one of the awardees in 2020, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, so, and his company, Blake's, was a sponsor, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay. So as a sponsor, what was your interaction with Blake's and/or Andrew Blake with regard to your production and creating your product? Bull. I don't remember having any specific interaction with Andrew Blake. I remember having interaction with Blake's as a company as far as their sponsorship. I had a call with Elena Dinverno to go over the elements of the sponsorship and then just made sure that our team had whatever it was that was needed. I believe there was a video, a recipe for a drink that was going to be part of this video and potentially some advertising. I'm not sure what the actual advertising was, if it was a print advertisement or digital advertising. Gordon. So, tell me, I'm not sure on your exact role. Do you have a team you work with? Bull. So, at the time it was essentially I was filling in for the event director in this role, so at the time it was me. I mean, we're a very small team at Cranes, so I mean, there was a little bit of the digital editor helping and I think I had a freelance video editor. I can't remember who actually put the video together, but I think I had a freelancer. Gordon. So, how many are on your team at Cranes? Bull. I don't know the exact number. When you say my team, I have one person who directly reports to me. But as far as our team as a whole at Cranes, there are around 40. Gordon. And when you say, our team as a whole at Cranes, you're referring to what? Bull. Everyone who is a part of the Cranes Detroit business. Gordon. Okay, well, I'm talking about your particular marketing role. Bull. Yeah, I'm one person. Gordon. Okay, Bull. Yeah, I have one person report to me now. Not at the time I did not. Gordon. Okay. So, at the time you were responsible for creating content with regard to each of the sponsors and that would have included Blake's? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Putting together a presentation, highlighting the awardee? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And creating a digital product and a print product with regard to the awardee, is that correct? Bull. I did not have anything to do with the digital or print product that honored the award winners, no. That's the newsroom and I'm not a part of the newsroom. Gordon. So, I'm sorry to have you go over this, but, Bull, it's complicated, yeah. Gordon. What was your role? Bull. So, my role was the actual webcast event that honored the 40 under 40 winners, so it played for about 1 hour at a set time in November. We took registrations for it. It was essentially a virtual event. Typically, we would have that event in person. Gordon. Okay. When did you first meet Andrew Blake? Bull. I don't know. I think I met Andrew Blake several years ago, as part of something at Cranes, but I can't say for sure that it was him that I met. I met someone from his team, but it would have been, more than 5 years ago. Gordon. Okay, Bull. I did not meet him as part of this project. Gordon. Okay. Do you know the Blakes, anybody in the Blake family? Bull. I don't. I have met Andrew since then. Gordon. Okay. When did you meet Andrew since then? Bull. I met Andrew earlier this year he was at Cranes for something. Gordon. And you talked to him at that time? Bull. I didn't talk to him one-on-one, no. Gordon. Okay. What was the event or the meeting about? Bull. He was in our office to meet with our CEO. Gordon. What was the topic there? Bull. Our CEO was interviewing him as part of a video series on resiliency, and I was part of the production team. Gordon. So, were you in a meeting with the CEO and Andrew Blake? Bull. Yeah, and some other people, yes. Gordon. Did you then go, what was the role Andrew Blake played in this video? Bull. He was being interviewed by our CEO. Gordon. Okay, and were you present for the interview? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And did you package the interview or create a product based on the interview? Bull. The interview was, I did not, but the interview was packaged into a video. Gordon. And when was that? Bull. I don't remember. It was about 3 months ago. Gordon. So, we're now in December, obviously of 2021, for the record. So, you're talking about September? Bull. August or September. Gordon. Do you know Marty Blake? Have you ever met him? Bull. No. Gordon. Have you ever met Sandra Blake? Bull. No. Gordon. Have you met Andrea Blake, who is an employee at the district? Bull. No. Gordon. You know who she is, I assume? Bull. No, I've never heard that name. Gordon. Okay. Do you know Stacy Sunda? Bull. No. Gordon. Bob Sharp? Bull. No. Gordon. Have you been to Blake's Cider or to their brewery? Bull. I have been there, yes. Gordon. Okay. How many times roughly have you been there? Bull. Maybe twice. Gordon. And for what purpose? Bull. With my kids for apple picking. Gordon. Do you have children currently in the Rochester School District? Bull. Yes. Gordon. How many? Bull. I have one. Gordon. And what year would that child be? Bull. Sophomore. Gordon. And what year did your children enter the school district, either one of them? Bull. 2007, 08, 2007 or 08. Gordon. What is your interaction with Debbie Fragomeni, the assistant superintendent? Bull. I interact with her at our board meetings when needed as, you know, when. I guess when needed by phone, I guess, by different meetings or school functions. Gordon. Is she a friend? Bull. Yeah, I would consider her a friend. Gordon. And how long have you known her? Bull. Since I started this role, so since 2015. Gordon. Okay, but you had children in the district prior to that time, correct? Bull. Yes, yeah. Gordon. So, did you know her prior to assuming this role? Bull. Yes. Gordon. How did you end up running for superintendent, for board school? Bull. For school board? Gordon. Yeah. Bull. I ended up running. I had a friend who was on the board who encouraged me to run, and I ended up running. Gordon. Had you been active in the school district or in your children's school as far as, Bull, from a PTA level? Yes. Gordon. Okay, and had you known the superintendent during the time? Bull. No. Gordon. You were active on PTA? Bull. No. Gordon. You had never met the superintendent? Bull. I don't know that I'd ever met him. I don't think I had ever met him. Gordon. Okay, do you email with Debbie Fragomeni? Bull. Yeah, yes. Gordon. What email address do you use? Bull. kbull@rochester.k12.me.us. Gordon. I assume you have a private email address, as well, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, do you use that to communicate with Ms. Fragomeni? Bull. No. Gordon. How about Dr. Shaner, you email with him, I assume? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, and what email do you use for that? Bull. The kbull@rochester.k12.me.us. Gordon. Do you ever use a different email address to email with him? Bull. I can't say for sure. I don't know. I don't think I have. I mean, the difficult thing is that sometimes with multiple email addresses, if I do send an email from my phone, it can sometimes default to a different email address. So, I can't say for sure that I've never emailed him from another email address. Gordon. Do you text with Shaner? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, and do you use your cell phone number? Bull. Yes. Gordon. What is that number? Bull. 248. I don't know why I'm blanking on my cell phone number. I'm completely blanking on my cell phone number and I don't know why. I need to, redacted. I don't know why I blanked on that. Apologies. Gordon. That's okay. You probably don't dial your own number very often. Bull. I don't. Gordon. Okay, and do you text with Ms. Fragomeni, as well, from time to time as needed? Bull. Yes. Yes. Gordon. Do you also, I assume you also email with board members, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And do you text with board members, as well? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And do you have group texts with the board where you can text everybody at the same time? Bull. Yes. Gordon. What documents have you reviewed to get ready to give your deposition today or refresh your memory and the like? Bull. I reviewed some of the text messages, WhatsApp messages that were taken from my phone that Courtney and her team sent over earlier this week. Gordon. What else have you reviewed? Bull. That's all I've reviewed. Gordon. Okay, have you reviewed any of the depositions that have been taken in this case? Bull. No, I have, no. Gordon. Have you seen summaries of them? Bull. No. Gordon. Have you been advised of the content of the depositions? Bull. I've been advised of some of the content, yes. Gordon. And who advised you of that? Bull. Courtney. Gordon. Have you read the complaint that's been filed in this case? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And you realized you are a named defendant? Bull. Yes. Gordon. When was Collins and Blaha first hired by the board as far as you know? Bull. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Gordon. Were they there when you became a board member? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Were they already in place with a contract? Bull. I don't know. I don't know. Gordon. Okay. Bull. I don't remember. Gordon. Has their contract been renewed since you've been a member of the board, school board? Bull. I don't know specifically if a contract has been renewed. I don't know. Gordon. Is the school board responsible for a contract with Collins and Blaha law firm? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And the board is the decision maker with regard to their contract? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Does Collins and Blaha attend all board meetings? Bull. No. Gordon. Do they attend any board meetings? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Under what circumstances do they attend board meetings? Bull. They attend board meetings when we ask that they attend for a specific reason that might apply to something that could require legal expertise or advisement. Gordon. And who makes that decision? Bull. Typically Dr. Shaner. Gordon. Do you know what the role of Lori Grain is at the district? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Have you worked with her from time to time? Bull. Yes. Gordon. What do you understand her job duties are? Bull. Lori leads the Rochester Community Schools Foundation. She manages district communication and district community relations. Gordon. Hang on 1 second, please. Bull. Yep. Brief pause. Gordon. Have you assigned job duties to Lori Grain or suggested that she perform certain duties at the request of the board? Bull. No. Gordon. Do you know? I assume you know Amy D. Crease. Bull. Yes. Gordon. The public affairs specialist? Bull. Yes. Gordon. What is her job, as you understand? Bull. Amy is an assistant to Lori, so I think she does a little bit of everything that falls under Lori's scope of duty. Gordon. When was a decision made by the board to have students attend class remotely or whatever the terminology you use with regard to not being in the building? Bull. So the board, per se, did not make that decision. The superintendent made that decision and it was March of 2020. It was the Wednesday evening that the pandemic first hit Michigan. I think it was March 12th or 13th. Gordon. Okay, and did the board vote on this? Bull. No, the board did not. The board never voted on whether students would be attending school virtually or remotely. Gordon. What was the board's role in that decision? Bull. The board's role was to approve the COVID-19 learning plan that was outlined by the state of Michigan. Gordon. And did you consult with the superintendent? I assume you must have. The board must have prior to his decision being made, is that correct? Bull. Yes. I wouldn't. Yes. Gordon. So what was the terminology that was used for the plan that was put into place in this particular timeframe in March? How do you describe what was occurring? Bull. So I would describe what was occurring as a pivot to remote learning. Back then in March the entire district pivoted to remote learning. I believe we had a period of days off for students so that teachers could get ready for that. Gordon. And how long did that remote learning last? Bull. So the remote learning lasted through the end of the 2019-2020 school year, so through June. Gordon. And there were concerns you learned there were concerns on the part of parents about this, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And you learned that parents had formed some Facebook groups to communicate with regard to what was occurring, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay. And the board was receiving comments from parents, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And at your meetings parents would appear to let the board know what their thought process was, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And you had many parents who were very upset about this, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, hang on. I'm going to grab a couple documents. Brief pause. You came to learn that Rochester parents had formed a couple of different Facebook groups, is that correct, to talk about, Bull. Yes. Gordon. Issues at the school? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And were these Facebook groups open to the public or closed? What were they? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. Did you Did you visit the Facebook groups, the pages to see what? Either participate or see what people were talking about. Bull. I did not participate. Did I ever visit them? Yes, I have visited them. Gordon. Are you the person that asked Lori Grain to document everything that was being posted by the parents on these Facebook groups? Bull. No, Gordon. Who was? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. Well, you were aware that she was monitoring these Facebook groups and copying everything that was, Bull. Yes. Gordon. Posted, correct? Bull. Yes, Gordon. When did you learn that? Bull. I don't know. I don't remember. Gordon. Give me a rough idea. This all started in March. Bull. Maybe summer, June-ish, maybe. Gordon. Okay, summer of what year? Bull. 2020. Gordon. So what was the point of Ms. Grain monitoring, as you understood it, these Facebook groups? Bull. As I understood it, she was monitoring. Weaver, hang on. Let me just object to foundation. If you know, go ahead and answer. If not, you don't have to guess at anything. Gordon. Go ahead. Tell me what your understanding was. Bull. Can you repeat the question? Gordon. What was the point of monitoring, and not just monitoring but copying everything that was posted by the parents on their, I believe it was a closed group. What was the purpose of that, as you understood it? Bull. I don't know the answer to that question. Gordon. Well, you received copies of all of this material, didn't you? Bull. No, I have received copies of some of the material, but not all. Gordon. Okay, so I have an email from Lori Grain to you, Bull. Okay. Gordon. Dated the 11th of January 21, stating, Amy has done an amazing job documenting information. This was posted on the Parents for In-Person Learning Facebook page. Attached is the discussion that began about this evening's board meeting but turned into a conversation with accusations and assumptions that the board is contacting employers. Redacted proposes calling Cranes. That's defendant's Bates stamp 183. Do you recall getting that email? Bull. I don't recall getting that particular email. Gordon. Have you looked at that in preparation for your deposition here today? Bull. No. Gordon. Do you recall receiving an email with roughly over 100 pages attached of communications from parents back and forth amongst themselves that were being copied by the school district and given to the board? Bull. Do you have more? When was this? No, I don't recall that. I don't recall. Gordon. Okay, well, this is 2021. As I say, you received a document that had well over 100 pages attached. Does that ring a bell with you? Bull. It does not. It does not ring a bell with me. Gordon. Okay, so we will put up Bates 183. Weaver. Deb, you're muted. Gordon. We're just pulling up a document to share on the screen. Ms. Bull, can you read this? We have Bates stamp 183, defendants 183 on the shared screen, for the record. Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, so you see that this is from Lori Grain. You see that you in particular are the, Bull. Yep. Gordon. The one recipient of this, correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. This is not a group list of recipients, it's to you? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And the CC is Debbie Fragomeni and, Bull. Yes. Gordon. The subject is accusation and assumptions. Bull. Yep. Gordon. Okay, and the attachments are protesters, period, DOCX. Do you see that? Bull. Yes. Gordon. What do you understand this, why this email is being sent to you and only you? Bull. This was sent to me on January 11th at 5 p.m. in advance of a board meeting that night, is what my assumption is. Gordon. Why were you receiving it? Bull. So that I could be made aware of what parents might comment about at our meeting that was coming up. Gordon. And was this part of a board agenda packet? Bull. No. Gordon. Okay, did you ask to have this sent to you? Bull. No. Gordon. Whose idea was it to have Ms. Grain spend this kind of time pulling out? I think it's about 160 pages. Whose direction was that? Bull. I don't know whose direction it was. Gordon. But it's sent to you, so do you, sitting here today, have some understanding of why this ended up being sent to you? Bull. I don't know. I'll be honest, this was a extremely difficult time. If this was received by me the evening of January 11th, this was a extremely difficult day for the school district and for me personally. Gordon. Why was that? Bull. If this is the correct date, if this is the date of our board meeting, if we had a board meeting that night, this was our first board meeting of the year that, without our superintendent who was going through pretty much the worst tragedy imaginable to a person. I was helping him through that. I had also just learned of the passing of a former board member, the death of a former board member, and we were preparing to, Gordon, go ahead. Bull. Recognize both of those things that evening during the meeting. Gordon. Okay. Is Dr. Shaner a personal friend of yours? Bull. Yes. Gordon. How long have you known him? Bull. Since 2015. Well, 2000, since 2014, when I ran for the board. Gordon. Do you socialize with him? Bull. No. Gordon. Okay, so it was a difficult day because there had been some deaths. Was there anything else that you're referring to when you say that it was the most difficult day? Bull. No, it was because of those two things. Gordon. Okay, and why? Why did you, as you understand it, are these attachments described as, the subject is accusation and assumptions? Do you know why that is the title of that document? Bull. No. Gordon. I would have to ask Ms. Grain about that, do you think? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Did you know these documents were coming to you on or around January 11, 2021? Bull. I don't know. I don't remember. Gordon. Did you email with Ms. Grain about her putting together these documents? Bull. I don't remember. Gordon. Do you know how much time she spent pulling these documents together? Bull. No. Gordon. And then, yeah, let's take this one down. Who is redacted? Bull. Redacted as a parent in the community. Gordon. Okay, and why was she a topic of discussion that you were included in 2021, or 2020? Bull. She would have been. She was a topic of discussion in 2020. She ran a Facebook group for parents, for RCS parents. Gordon. Why did that make her a topic of discussion? Bull. She was someone I knew and met with occasionally about some of the conversations going on in her group. Gordon. And what was the general overall position of her group? Bull. The position of the group was sharing information about the board meetings and the board activities. That's, discussing some of our policies, discussing some of the things that we were talking about or that we might do, I guess, on our agendas. Gordon. Okay, so what was, as you understood Ms. Redacted position, she was opposed to the school being remote, is that correct? Bull. I don't think so. I don't know that to be true. Gordon. Well, Bull. I don't know. Gordon. You said you met with her. Bull. Yeah, I met with her before all of this, though. I never met with her, I never met with about remote learning. Gordon. What did you meet with her about previously? Bull. I met with her about, various things, and I can't recall the exact topic. And I don't remember the time period. It was before the pandemic. I met with her about communication and, how we could work together. Gordon. Do you recall that you sent material, that you received material from Lori Grain also on January 11, 2021, about activities on the RCS Parents for In-Person Education Facebook page? Bull. I don't recall receiving specific information from Lori about her on January 11. Gordon. You did receive specific information. Would you have been the person asking for it? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. Okay, so I'll tell you what I have. I have Defendant's Bates Stamp 1317, which is an email from Grain to you and only you, CC Fragameni. Subject. FB discussion regarding an incident that took place in July 2020. Does that ring a bell with you? Bull. The incident in July 2020 does ring a bell with me, the email does not. Gordon. What was the incident? Bull. I believe we received an email, a threatening email from that individual, redacted. Gordon. Was it actually her or was it somebody else, as you found out? Bull. I don't know that has ever been determined. It was from someone claiming to be her. Gordon. Okay, so how did this come to your attention? Bull. I received the email. Gordon. And what email did you receive? Bull. And, actually I'm not sure if I received. I don't recall if I received the email or if the email was forwarded to me. It was, and I don't recall the exact content of the email. It was something related to if I don't get my way, I will wreak havoc in the district, is what I recall. Gordon. So sitting here you don't know if that was actually from redacted? Bull. She denies sending it. Gordon. Okay, well, didn't you have it looked into? Bull. We did have it looked into, yes. Gordon. Okay, Bull. And it was, we weren't able to determine conclusively whether she sent it. Gordon. Who looked into it? Bull. I'm not sure exactly who. Gordon. Who contacted the police about this? Bull. Dr. Shaner. Gordon. And you knew he was contacting the police, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And what did the police find on this? Bull. I don't know specifically what they found. I know that it was investigated as far as the IP address of the email being sent. Gordon. And what was the result of that? Bull. Inconclusive. They weren't able to get the information. Gordon. You knew redacted. You said you met with her previously. Bull. Yes. Gordon. And what had you met with her in prior times about? Bull. I had met with her about a situation. I guess activity in the district. Gordon. Were you meeting with her because she had a concern? Bull. Yeah. Gordon. And what was her concern, as best you recall? Bull. She was concerned about the way the district was communicating or not communicating, and I can't remember. I believe it was about our attendance policy. Gordon. Okay, and did you responded to her concerns? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, and what else did you meet with her about? Bull. That's the only meeting that I recall. Gordon. Okay, and did you have a pleasant relationship with her? Bull. At one point, yes. Gordon. And did that change? Bull. I would say, yes, yeah, that changed. Gordon. And when did that change? Bull. I don't recall exactly. Gordon. Well, why did it change? Bull. I personally lost trust in her. Gordon. Why is that? Bull. I can't answer specifically. I think it was a series of rumors that she was maybe involved in or trying to spread on her Facebook page. Gordon. And what were those about? Bull. I can't recall the specific context. In general it was not, I was under the understanding that she wanted to be a partner, and not long after that understanding and I can't recall any specifics. I guess broke the trust that I had in her. Gordon. In what regard? Bull. I can't say anything specifically. I don't recall anything specifically. Gordon. She disagreed with you, is that correct? Bull. I don't think it was about It wasn't about disagreeing, because lots of parents do disagree. I think it was more about, trying to, I would just describe it as general. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. General distrust of her as a parent advocate, which is how she had kind of positioned her page. She didn't seem to me like she was advocating for the parent, she seemed like she was advocating against the board. Gordon. Okay, what do you mean by her page? Bull. Her Facebook page. Gordon. Which Facebook page? Her personal Facebook page or the RCS? Bull. She ran a page that was parent advocates, I think is what it was called. Gordon. Right. Okay, so from looking at her page you developed a lack of trust in her? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, she was critical of the board, is that correct, in some regards? Bull. Yes. Gordon. You never formed the opinion that she was a threatening person with regard to physical action, correct? Bull. Physical threat? I mean, that email that she sent in. The email that was sent in July did seem to me to be physically threatening, yes. Gordon. Right. But there's no proof that came from redacted, so I want to know whether aside from that email you had ever formed the opinion she could be physically threatening? Bull. No. Gordon. And that email certainly didn't sound like something she would write. Is that correct, from what your interaction with her had been? Bull. No, I thought it sounded like something she would write. Gordon. She would physically threaten people, you thought? Bull. Well, the email said wreak havoc, so I think it was more. You know, I don't know what that means, but, yeah, I thought that it could have been her, yes. Gordon. Well, I'm asking about physical threats. That's what I'm asking about. Not I'm going to wreak havoc because I'm going to run against you or something like that. Bull. Yeah, Gordon. How did you take that? Bull. At the time I was physically threatened by that. Yes, because of the environment that we were in and the emails that we were getting and the hate that was out there in the community I felt. Yes, I would have felt physically threatened by that email. Gordon. Okay, and what was the hate you were feeling or hearing about? Can you describe that for me? Bull. Yeah, it was everywhere. It was parents, it was people trying to form, picket lines and protests on our front yards. It was rumors being circulated about my own kids. It was, rumors being circulated about our families. It was just in general there were a lot of threatening posts, emails. We got a lot of emails that were you had better do this or else type. Gordon. From who? Bull. Community members, parents. Gordon. Okay, well, what were they saying? You better do what? Bull. Gordon. What was the threat? Bull. It was everything. It was not open schools, and then on the other side it was open schools. You better. It was both sides. Gordon. Well, you used the word hate. You said there was a lot of hate. That's what I'm trying to find out. I realize parents had opinions on this. Bull. Yeah, Gordon. I assume that did not surprise you, did it? Bull. No. Gordon. Okay. And you said they had opinions on both sides, so I'm trying to hone in on what the hate is that made you feel. Telling me you felt physically threatened at this time. Bull. Yeah, Gordon. Did anybody make any physical threats? Bull. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Gordon. Who made physical threats? Bull. I don't recall the exact names of people. There were several instances of threats of violence, and I don't have those specifics. Gordon. Those came by email? Bull. Some by email, some that were shared with us on social media. Gordon. What do you mean, shared with us on social media? Bull. That either I saw, people that I knew saw, people shared them with me, posts that people were posting on social media. Gordon. So you must have copies of that whatever that is, correct, in that you apparently the board. The school district copied, it looks like, all of these Facebook posts. So do you have copies of these physical threats? Bull. I don't know that I personally have copies of them. Gordon. Well, you were involved with the so-called redacted email. You actually exchanged emails with the district about it and a decision was made to call the police. Bull. Yes. Gordon. Whose decision was it to call the police about this alleged redacted post? Bull. Dr. Shaner. Gordon. Did you raise it with the board that the police were being called? Bull. I believe so. Mostly likely. Gordon. So with regard to redacted you were texting with the board about her alleged post, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. By the way, were you using WhatsApp for that? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And this is some of the WhatsApp material that was recently produced to us. Bull. Yes. Gordon. That you mentioned earlier today? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay. Several of the board members raised the question of whether this was even actually redacted, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And you were engaged in a back-and-forth conversation with the board members, including things such as should we alert the press, correct? Bull. I don't recall that specifically, but. Gordon. And did you intend to address this at the board meeting? Bull. I'm sorry, did you ask if I intended to address this at the board meeting? Gordon. Yes. Bull. No. Gordon. Did you address it at the board meeting? Bull. I don't recall. I don't think so. Gordon. Does the board have meetings prior? A meeting? Does the board meet? Strike that. I'll withdraw that. Were there any closed meetings of the board to discuss parent comments of the like that you've just described? Bull. I don't remember. Gordon. Sorry, I'm looking at some of these WhatsApp, okay. Alright. You said there were rumors. When I asked you about this topic you said there was a lot of hate. I asked you what it was. You said picket lines, rumors about, I think you said your kids and rumors re families. What were the rumors about kids, about your children? Bull. Someone posted on Facebook that, it's difficult to talk about, but I think it was related to me and potentially, and I don't remember why someone posted that it wasn't surprising that my daughter was known as the queen of all bullies in her school. Gordon. And do you know who posted that? Bull. Yeah. Gordon. Who was that? Bull. His name was redacted. Gordon. Is he a parent or what is he? Bull. Yep, he's a parent. Gordon. Have you ever learned that your daughter was considered to be a bully? Bull. No. Gordon. Did you contact him to discuss that or, Bull? Yes, I did. Gordon. Okay, and how did that discussion go? Bull. He told me that when his daughter was friends with my daughter in 3rd grade my daughter asked someone not to sit with her on a field trip bus. Gordon. Okay, Bull. My daughter was in 8th grade my daughter would have been in 9th grade. Gordon. Were there any other rumors about your children other than that one? Bull. No, but that one spread far and wide. Gordon. That your daughter was a bully? Bull. Yes. Gordon. What do you mean by far and wide? Bull. Had multiple comments related to that. He posted it on a Facebook page that was seen by probably thousands, so I would call that far and wide. Gordon. What was the Facebook page? Bull. I believe it was redacted page. I'm not sure which Facebook page it was. Gordon. One of these Facebook pages we've been talking about? Bull. It was one of the Facebook pages. Gordon. Anything else about your children other than what you just said? Other than a rumor? Bull. No. Gordon. You found to be, Bull. No. Gordon. Okay, and what were the rumors about family that you were referring to? 1 Bull. Someone posted, and I don't recall which Facebook page, that my husband was involved in the purchase of our preschool and daycare building and got a commission from that. Gordon. What was that referring to, as you understood it? Bull. There was our preschool building, Caring Steps, was a point of controversy in the community, because there was some in the community that didn't think we should be spending money on it. And my husband's a commercial real estate broker. Gordon. So there was a rumor that he was involved in the transaction or, Bull. Yeah. Gordon. A transaction? Bull. Yeah. Gordon. Did you consider that hateful or, Bull? Yeah. Gordon. I'm unclear on that. Bull. I considered it a rumor that then everyone reads on Facebook and then believes to be true. Gordon. Don't you expect as a board president that you're going to be talked about? Bull. I expect that I'm going to be talked about, but not my kids and not my husband or friends. Gordon. Okay. Guys, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, okay? Court reporter. Recess from 11:18 a.m. to 11:29 a.m. Gordon. Ms. Bull, can you explain to me this WhatsApp messaging system was that you used with the board? Bull. Why we use WhatsApp? Gordon. Well, what is it? I see I've got quite a few pages here from WhatsApp, where, are all of the board members are participating in this chat. Is that accurate? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, what was this used for? Bull. It was, Gordon. What was the context? Go ahead. Bull. Communicating information to all board members. Gordon. Okay, is this, Bull? Just FYIs. Gordon. Is this how you communicated with board members? Bull. Yes. Gordon. I think you said you sent emails? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, so would this be more private communication? Bull. Not necessarily private, just quick updates and FYIs. Gordon. Well, if somebody FOIAED the district, let's say, for the board emails under the official government email, they would have potentially access to those emails unless there was a privilege, correct? Bull. Correct. Gordon. But as to this WhatsApp discussion this is, as you understand it, is this FOIA-able? Is this the subject of FOIA? Bull. I don't know how to answer that. Weaver. Just object to foundation. Gordon. From what's been produced to me, I'm not really seeing a lot of board business on here, I'm seeing concerns and personal comments raised. Are you saying that you discussed board business on WhatsApp? Bull. No, I said it's for communicating information as FYIs. Gordon. But is it official information? Is it official district information that you're communicating on WhatsApp? Bull. No, Gordon. Okay, so on November 5th you post on WhatsApp as people are complaining. The backstory is that people are talking about these various Facebook posts, obviously, as you know, and, Weaver. Could you just give a year and a Bates page, if you could, please? Gordon. Sure, I'm looking right now at Defendants 3129, and this is the month of November 2021. Savage. 2020. Gordon. 2020, I'm sorry. Thank you, Molly. So there's a lot of comments. I'm not going to go through them all but you post on the 5th of November 2020. Meanwhile there is a parent encouraging other parents to send her videos of remote learning kids in distress so that she can make a compilation to send to the media. Do you recall posting that? Bull. I reviewed that to speak, so, yes, I recall. Gordon. Okay, and that was Elena Dinverno that you were talking about, is that correct? Bull. Correct. Gordon. All right. Where did you come by this information that Elena Dinverno was encouraging other parents to send her videos of remote learning kids in distress so she can make a compilation to send to the media? Bull. I don't remember where I learned that. Gordon. Okay, and why were you telling your fellow board members that a parent was seeking videos from kids in distress? Bull. I thought it was information they needed to know because it related to our students and the situation at the time, which was being concerned about our students and their well-being. Gordon. Well, was there something wrong with Ms. Dinverno encouraging other parents to send her videos of remote learning kids in distress? Bull. I think there was something wrong with that. Kids were in general in distress, and if kids were in distress and parents were making a video of them instead of helping them, that was a concern to me. Gordon. Well, they're not mutually exclusive, though, are they? Bull. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Gordon. Well, you said, instead of helping them. A parent could make a video of a student who was distressed and also be helping their child, correct? Bull. They could. Gordon. Okay, anything else about it that you felt was inappropriate, improper? Bull. No, Gordon. And I'm sure you realize parents have a right to make videos of their students? Bull. Yes, Gordon. And they can send it to the media if they want, correct? Bull. Yeah, Gordon. Now, on December 13, you write on the same WhatsApp a string to the other board members This is Bates 3130-2 the email yesterday from the parent who claims board members are calling employees, sick. That woman is the marketing director for one of my advertising clients at Cranes. Her employer is good friends with one of our administrators. I'll stop right there. What are you referring to there? Bull. I was referring to the situation with Elena Dinverno sending a letter to all board members. The content being board members are calling employers of parents, so that email went to all board members. And so I was letting them know the context of what I believed this was referring to. Gordon. Okay, so you're referring to Elena's email saying, hey, somebody from the board is calling people's employers. And then you say that woman is the marketing director of one of my advertising clients at Cranes. Bull. Correct. Gordon. There you're referring to Elena and Blake's, is that correct? Bull. Yes, Gordon. And you say her employer is good friends with one of our administrators. What are you referring to there? Bull. I was referring to knowledge that Debbie Fragomeni was friends with someone in the Blake's organization. Gordon. You said good friends, correct? Bull. If that's what's in there, that's what I said, yes. Gordon. Okay. So you say her employer is good friends with one of our administrators, who let that employer know that the company's marketing director was posting all over Facebook encouraging RCS parents to send her videos of remote learning kids in distress for a movie she was going to make to share with us. So where did you come by this information that Elena's employer was good friends with one of the administrators and that administrator had let Elena's employer know about Elena's actions? How did you learn that? Bull. From Dr. Shaner. Gordon. And what did he tell you? Bull. I don't recall exactly. Essentially that he let me know what was going on with this, with the parent encouraging the videos, and he let me know who this individual was and that she worked for Blake's, and that Debbie Fragomeni was friends with someone in the Blake family. Gordon. And did he let you know that he was going to have Fragomeni call somebody, her friend from the Blake family? Bull. No, I don't think that he. No, he didn't say that he was going to have her call someone. I recall the conversation as she called or she was calling or they were talking. Gordon. So you got this information in this post from Dr. Shaner, is that accurate? Bull. Yes, Gordon. Okay, and so you're telling the board here that one of our administrators who we know. Did you know at the time it was Fragomeni? I assume you did. Bull. Yes. Gordon. So you knew, here you're saying, hey, Fragomeni called Elena Dinverno's employer to tell her employer about these videos she's seeking. That's what you are relating, Bull. That's what Gordon, hang on. That's what you're letting the board know, correct? Bull. I was letting them know. Yes, that's what I was letting them know. Gordon. And then you say, my assumption is that the employer talked to her and she assumes it was me who told. What were you referring to there? Bull. Well, I assumed that she would assume that it was me because she would have assumed that I knew who she was because of our working relationship. Phone ringing. Gordon. Sorry. You say she posts on social media under a different name. Bull. Correct. Gordon. But Amy was able to quickly figure out that this was the same person. Who's Amy? Bull. Correct. So that, Gordon. Who is Amy? Bull. Amy Decrease. Gordon. And why was Amy Decrease trying to find out how Elena Dinverno was posting? What was the purpose there? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. Well, you wrote about it to the entire board, so what was your reason to give them that information? Bull. Because she posted on Facebook under a different name. But the email to the board, I believe, had her full name. That was how I was connecting that for the rest of the board. Gordon. And then you say, Bob is going to call her tomorrow to let her know no board members are calling workplaces, correct? Bull. Correct. Gordon. Okay. Did anybody have the idea of letting her know, hey, it wasn't the board, it was actually the assistant superintendent who called your employer, just want to let you know for clarification what happened here? Bull. I don't know that anyone had that idea. Gordon. You didn't have it, did you? Bull. I did not have that idea. Gordon. So all Bob was going to do was just tell her, you're wrong, the board didn't call, and not volunteer that actually somebody had called but it was not the board? Bull. I don't know what his intent was in calling, but I know that he was planning to call. Gordon. Okay, and then were you aware that Elena was told by the HR director at Blake's, who has already testified in this case, that she was told that it was a Board of Education member who had called Blake's? Bull. I'm aware that she testified that, yes. Gordon. So did you know at the time that, I think Elena said this, she was told by Blake's that a member of the Board of Ed had actually called Blake's, right? Bull. That was in the lawsuit, yes. Gordon. Right. But again, you never wanted to be sure the record was clear and to say, hey, we know why you thought, you were told this and it was somebody from the district, it just wasn't the board, nobody thought to let her know that? Bull. No, that wasn't, no. Gordon. Okay, Bull. I mean, I never thought to let her know that. I can't speak for others. Gordon. Well, did you discuss with Shaner, hey, maybe somebody should let her know it's not me, it's Fragomeni? Bull. No, I didn't discuss that with him. Gordon. And Elena's post about employers calling, board members calling employers created a lot of conversation on these sites, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. By parents? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, and you were concerned about that, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And you said, I've got another WhatsApp Bates 3131 from January 11, 2021. Saying because of the letter in our board packet this rumor has run all over social media. There are dozens of posts about this. If this comes up tonight I will be responding. Michelle, please share how you intend to describe this particular communication under your report. Who is Michelle? Bull. Michelle is our board secretary, Michelle Buelltel. Gordon. Okay, and what was the report? Bull. Michelle reports at our meetings on all of the communication that is received by the board. Gordon. Okay, and is this at the public meeting? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, and was this discussed at the public meeting? Bull. It was part of Michelle's report, so as part of the report she summarizes all of the different communications. So she has something about every letter that's sent. Gordon. And you said, if this comes up tonight I will be responding. Did you respond? Bull. I did not respond. Gordon. And if you had responded, what would you have said about Alina's comments? What were you planning to say? Bull. I don't know what I was planning to say. I don't know. Gordon. There's some material that's been redacted from the WhatsApp posts that you reviewed, I think, in order to get ready for your dep. Do you know what has been redacted? Bull. I don't know specifically what's been redacted. Information that wasn't relevant, I'm assuming. Gordon. I have a post from you on the 12th of January 2021, Bates 3134, all, police have been alerted. An organized protest planned for next Thursday at the admin building. It is a sit-in designed to end only when Dr. Shaner personally appears. I'll stop right there. What did you know about that? What was going to happen and what was this about Dr. Shaner appearing? Bull. So Dr. Shaner was on bereavement leave from the death of his son, and there were people in the community calling for him to come out of hiding. His son died on January 2nd. Gordon. Okay, and were there cease and desist letters that you were recommending be written in that regard? Bull. Not that I recall, no. Gordon. And then around the same time, on January 12th, or you were involved with having Elena Dinverno sent a cease and desist letter with regard to her comments that the board, somebody from the board had called her employer, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And was that your idea to have the cease and desist letter put together? Bull. No. Gordon. Were you involved in the process? Bull. I reviewed the letter. Gordon. And who requested the letter be written? Bull. I don't know who requested it. Gordon. Well, who would have the authority to request such a letter and have it actually done? Bull. The letter was advised by our legal counsel. Gordon. Well, but your legal counsel does not have the authority to decide to send a cease and desist letter. He works for the board. So whose idea, Bull? Oh. Gordon. Hang on. Whose idea? Who had the ability to authorize a cease and desist letter? You? Bull. So the letter was, Gordon. Did you have the ability to authorize it? Bull. The letter was authorized by our administration in conjunction with myself, yes. Gordon. Okay, and you got a draft of the cease and desist letter, correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And you shared that with the board, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And you discussed it on WhatsApp, is that correct? Bull. I don't recall. Gordon. So the letter you were sending was telling. As you understood the letter, having reviewed it, as the board president, what did you understand the purpose of the cease and desist letter was that was being sent to Elena Dinverno? Weaver. I should tell you, Ms. Bull, that if your knowledge is based upon communication from your lawyer that would be privileged, so don't destroy or waive your privilege. Gordon. Go ahead, Ms. Bull. I'm just trying to find out what the goal was from your point of view in sending the letter. Bull. The goal was to stop the spreading of the false accusation that the board was calling employers. Gordon. Did it occur to you that the easiest and most honest way to correct that was to simply let Elena Dinverno know that it was actually the assistant superintendent who had called her employer and that she would understand that and realize that what the HR director had told her was not exactly correct? Did you consider just letting Elena know the truth? Bull. I didn't consider that, no. Gordon. So what you did is you and the board and the administration sent Elena a threatening cease and desist letter? Weaver. Object to form. Gordon. Correct? Weaver. Object to form. You can answer, Ms. Bull. Bull. We sent her a cease and desist letter, yes. Gordon. And you threatened that the district was prepared to preserve its legal rights using any tools available to the fullest extent of the law, correct? Bull. Correct. Gordon. And that was copied to Debbie Fragomeni, the person who had actually called Alina's employer, correct? Bull. I don't recall who it was copied to. Gordon. Okay, and at this time were you aware that Elena had been told that a board member had contacted Blake's? Bull. No, Gordon. Who were the other parents who complained that somebody from the board had contacted their employer? Bull. I don't recall. Gordon. But there were others, is that correct? Bull. At that time, no. No, not that I know. The other parents who complained that the board contacted their employer? No. Gordon. Right. But later did you hear that? Bull. I recall one individual saying that the board contacted the employer of his wife or maybe the administration, the board or administration. That's all I recall. Gordon. Was that accurate? Bull. No. Gordon. How do you know that? Bull. Well, I guess I don't know. I should say I don't know. I don't know. I know that I did not, but I guess I can't say that that's accurate. Gordon. I see another post here from you also on. This is on January 14, Bates 3136, where you say, our lawyers are aware of additional activity by redacted on Facebook, including tagging some of our employers, calling out 4 of our professional profiles and in general more nonsense. Letter will be updated. I'll update when I can. I'll stop right there. What are you referring to here when you say, our lawyers are aware of additional activity? First of all, what's redacted for the record? Bull. Redacted as a parent in our community, redacted. Weaver. No relation. Gordon. Okay, so you say, our lawyers are aware of activity by redacted on Facebook, including tagging some of our employers, calling out our 4 professional profiles. What do you mean calling out our 4 professional profiles? Bull. This individual took screenshots of our LinkedIn profiles and shared them on Facebook and tagged employers of some board members. And I don't remember the context of what he was asking people to do or why he did that, but that's what I recall. Sharing the screenshots of the LinkedIn pages and tagging our employers. Gordon. Wouldn't you expect that as members of the board that people would know where you worked or want to know where you worked and so on? Bull. I would expect that they would want to know where we worked. I wouldn't expect that they were bringing our professional lives into our volunteer role. Gordon. Well, how is that bringing your professional lives to let people know where you work? I'm not clear what you mean. Bull. I would have to be reminded of the context of that exact post, but I believe it wasn't in a positive way that he was trying to show where we worked. Gordon. Well, you just got done saying he cut and pasted your LinkedIn page. Bull. Right. Gordon. Is that a public page, by the way? Bull. I don't know. I don't know if everyone's page is public. Mine is. I don't know if everyone else's is. Gordon. Okay, so did you think there was some legal violation for a parent to cut and paste? Bull. No. Gordon. Board members' LinkedIn pages? Bull. No. Gordon. Okay, you also have a post the same day saying, I understand the audience of redacted Facebook page as being invited to a new parent advocacy page. I urge you all not to join this new page. We already have a parent advocacy group in our community. It's the PTA. Thank you. What are you referring to here? Bull. The so redacted would be redacted her Facebook page. I believe that she was involved in the creation of a new Facebook page or she was somehow migrating the followers of her page to a different page. Gordon. Okay, so what's the new parent advocacy page? That's what you're referring to right now? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Why were you urging people not to join this page? Bull. I don't remember why. I don't remember the context of that. Gordon. Okay, on November 5, this is Bates 3126 discusses the fact that the in-person school Facebook page, you say, I would characterize them as radical, are rallying people to rent a school bus and organize a protest at Bob's house. All started with this post. Bob has forwarded to the FBI, so Dr. Shaner had forwarded this information to the FBI about the renting the bus? Bull. I believe so. Gordon. You say, finally, super confidential, but this is important for you to know. Troy will be announcing a return to all remote for all levels today. What was the import of that? Bull. Why was that important? Is that what the question is? Gordon. Yeah. Why was that important and why is it super confidential? Bull. It was confidential, but I don't think it had been announced to that community yet, and it was important because it could impact what our plans were. Gordon. You were asked also on November, same Bates number, with regard to this Facebook group, the parent Facebook group, do we have people in the group following their movements? And you answered, we do have a mole, smiley face. Do you recall that? Bull. I don't recall that, but I did see that when I was reviewing. Gordon. Who was the mole? Bull. I don't know who it was. I don't know. I do know that someone was providing screenshots or information to our administrative team about the activity of some of the Facebook groups that none of us were admitted onto. Gordon. Did you ask to be admitted on? Bull. I never did. Gordon. Did anybody from the board or the administration? Bull. I don't know about the board, and I'm not sure about the administration either. Gordon. Well, I mean, did you consider that instead of having a mole maybe somebody could just, join openly with their own name? Bull. I don't remember if I considered that or not. Gordon. Did you let parents know, parents in your district, that what they were posting on Facebook was being monitored by the district even though it was a closed site? Bull. I didn't let them know that. Gordon. Did anybody? Bull. I don't know if anyone did. I know Dr. Shaner had many conversations with parents and, at the time, about various Facebook posts. Gordon. Okay. On December 13th I have a post from you on WhatsApp, Bates 3161. Somebody asks, which board members are reporting parents to their work? Court reporter. Ms. Dinverno left the deposition. Gordon. You answer, that's a stressful one, period. She is my client at work. She is also a crazy RCS mom, apparently. She is the one who called for the community to send her videos of kids in distress during remote learning. Debbie is friends with the owners of her company and mentioned to them. It puts me in a tricky situation. What are you referring to there? Bull. Well, it was a tricky situation with the professional relationship of her being the liaison to one of the clients that I worked with. Gordon. How so? Bull. Because she was accusing me of calling her employer. She was accusing myself or someone on our board of calling her employer. Gordon. She never used your name, did she? Bull. No. Gordon. Okay, and you thought she was a crazy RCS mom? Bull. At the time I thought she was a crazy RCS mom. Gordon. Have you learned she's not a crazy RCS mom? Bull. I haven't learned anything about her. Gordon. Again, you could have simply resolved this by letting Elena know, listen, I understand why you feel somebody called your employer, but it wasn't me, it was the assistant superintendent. That would have gotten you right out of the tricky situation, wouldn't it? Bull. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I don't know. Court reporter. Ms. Dinverno entered the deposition. Gordon. Well, you knew Elena was operating under misinformation given to her by somebody at Blake's and that there was a truth. And so to the extent you thought this was a tricky situation, well, I guess you decided intentionally not to address it, correct? Bull. Correct. Court reporter. Mr. Weaver, you were muted. Weaver. I just object to the form. Gordon. Sorry, guys. Again, just shuffling documents here. Did the board discuss at any public meeting having cease and desist letters sent to parents? Bull. I don't recall. Gordon. Nothing you can remember? Bull. No. Gordon. Was the public aware vis-a-vis board communication that cease and desist letters were being sent out? Bull. I don't know if the public was aware. I did not make the public aware. Gordon. Did there come a time when word got out that you or the district were sending out cease and desist letters? Bull. Not that I know of. Gordon. How were you paying Collins and Blaha in 2020 and 2021? Was it an hourly fee or a retainer? A monthly amount? An annual amount? What was the fee arrangement? Bull. I don't know the answer to that. Gordon. So you were not aware of what the cost was to the district for this? Bull. No. Gordon. You wrote an email or exchange in an email with Elena Dinverno about her belief that somebody from the board had contacted Blake's. Do you recall that? Bull. Yes. Gordon. You wrote on December 18, "Hi, Elena, I can assure you on behalf of the Board of Education none of us have ever or would think to reach out to the employers of our district parents related to anything posted on social media and so on. Why did you send this to her?" Bull. This was a response to her email that she sent us earlier in the month. I respond to, almost all parents who write I respond. This was my response on behalf of the board to that email. Gordon. You also say, "We don't actively monitor social media." That wasn't true, was it? Bull. The board does not. The board does not actively monitor social media. Gordon. Well, you had a mole. You discussed a mole being on these social media accounts, and I see that the district was gathering all of the social media, correct? And it was sent to you, right? Bull. I think that this letter was intended to be on behalf of the board. The board does not actively monitor social media. The board did not have a mole. This was, and honestly, it was the administration that was monitoring social media and flagging things in the media to know. Gordon. And sending it to the board? Bull. Yes. When needed, yes. Gordon. This isn't from the board, this is from you. You just signed it, Kristin. Was this a board, official board communication that's FOIA-able or what is this? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, so you wanted her to believe that none of the board had ever contacted her employer or would ever even think to do so. Then you say, "I understand you were able to come in with Dr. Shaner and you suspect I contacted your employer." I can assure you I did not. I realize someone must have told you otherwise, so all that exists is my word against that person's. I would be happy to try to clear up any confusion and set the record straight. What do you mean by, "I would be happy to try to clear up any confusion and set the record straight"? Bull. I would have been happy to have a conversation with her to try to clear up any belief that she had that I called her employer. Gordon. And what would you have said to her to clear that up? Bull. That I didn't call the employer. That I didn't call your employer. Gordon. Well, you had already said that in this email, so what would you have said additionally in a conversation? Bull. I can't answer that. I don't know. Gordon. Again, you were not willing to just tell her the truth, which is that Debbie Fragomeni had, in fact, called her employer and, you're sorry that she was under a misapprehension, right? Bull. At the time, right. Gordon. Why would you not? It's obvious, or, it certainly sounds like you were trying to keep that information private. Why? Bull. Weaver. Object to form, foundation. Gordon. Go ahead. Bull. I can't say that I was trying to keep it private. I was trying to set the record straight that I was not the one. That the board. That myself or another board member wasn't calling employers of our parent community. Gordon. Did you discuss with Dr. Shaner that he should tell Elena Dinverno? Bull. No. Gordon. Or anybody else? Bull. No. Gordon. To set the record straight that the board had done nothing wrong. It was actually his assistant superintendent? Bull. No. Gordon. Into 2021 the district continued to monitor parents' social media and report to you on it, correct? Bull. Correct. Gordon. And you discussed with the administration, including Lori Grain and Debbie Fragomeni, that the police should be contacted with regard to what was being posted on social media, correct? Bull. I don't recall. I don't recall specifically saying that. Gordon. Do you recall being told that by administration? Bull. Being told that the police was being contacted? Gordon. No, that the police should be contacted? Bull. No, I don't recall that. Gordon. I'll read it to you. There's concern about new discussions taking place on private social media site RCS Parents for In-Person Education where the police should be notified. Did you agree the police should be notified? Bull. I don't recall. Weaver. Hang on a second, Ms. Bull. What document are you reading from? Gordon. Bates 1921. Weaver. Thank you. Bull. I don't recall what that was in reference to, so I don't remember. Gordon. Who's redacted, as you understand it? Bull. I believe she's a community member. Gordon. Do you know her? Bull. No. Gordon. And you also received from Lori Grain at the administration, in addition to the large volume of Facebook posts that she had periodically sent, You also received on January 13 cut and paste of a Facebook communication regarding Elena Dinverno. Do you recall that? Bull. No, Gordon. That's Bates 179 from Lori Grain to Kristin Bull and Debbie Fragomeni. Subject: related to claims of employer calls. FYI, related to Elena Dinverno. And then it's pages of parents expressing concern that somebody was contacting people's employers. Do you recall that? Bull. I don't recall that email, and I haven't reviewed that, so, no, I don't recall that specific email. Gordon. Do you remember getting specific emails about Elena? Bull. I don't. I don't remember getting specific emails about Elena. Gordon. Okay, I have an email from you dated January 13, 2021, Bates stamp 591 to Lori Grain, a follow-up to what I just read into the record. The subject is related to claims of employer calls. This is from you. You say, at the end of the day this is one. This one. You mean to say, is, but it says, if. At the end of the day this one is of highest concern to me personally. The claim near the end that the employer told her a board member called will be difficult for me personally to refute. What do you mean there? Bull. I can't specifically say what I meant there. However, in the context it would be difficult for, if it was her word against mine, it would be difficult for me to refute, other than say what I had already said, which was, I understand why you think this was me. It wasn't me. Gordon. So you were working with the administration on responding to Elena Dinverno's letter? Bull. No, no. I think I had already responded to her letter. Gordon. And you asked the administration to pull all of Elena Dinverno's posts, didn't you? Bull. I don't recall. Gordon. Okay, so I'll read you from an email dated May 4, 2021. Subject: confidential. I'm sorry, yeah, to Lori Grain and Robert Shaner. Confidential. If it's easy to find, please pull for me the posts Elena D. wrote in the fall encouraging students to send their videos. I know she previously posted it with a different name. If there was any way to know when that name changed, I would appreciate it. If there's any way to get this for a meeting, I have an 8:30. I would appreciate it so much. Why were you seeking this information? Bull. I don't remember. I don't remember why I was seeking that information. Gordon. And you received it, didn't you? They did pull it for you, is that correct? Bull. I don't remember. Gordon. I think I just read you the response, where they said, attached as her emails. Do you recall that? Bull. Okay, that was the response to that. Okay. Then, yes. Gordon. It looks like it. I'm not sure, but it looks like it appeared to be. Why was there a discussion about forwarding to Cranes a compilation of social media posts by parents? Bull. I don't recall. I don't know what you're referring to. I don't recall. Gordon. Okay, well, you're being contacted by Lori Grain on the 6th of May 2021. Good morning, Kristin. I feel the need to send you this information with a disclaimer. The meanness and cruelty displayed by many of the social media trolls is heart-wrenching. Please feel free to forward to Cranes without reading. Cranes is your employer. We've already covered that, correct? Bull. Correct. Gordon. Okay, and you were obviously being told by Lori Grain, here's the information about the meanness and cruelty displayed and feel free to forward it to Cranes without reading it. Did you forward anything to Cranes? Bull. I don't recall if I forwarded anything to Cranes. Gordon. What would be the concept of you forwarding to Cranes, your employer and a local publication, social media posts by parents? Would it have been to make the parents look bad? Bull. No, not at all. This would have, no. Gordon. What would be the purpose of that? Bull. The initial lawsuit that was filed included many accusations related to my work at Cranes, and I just wanted to make sure that Cranes, my employer, had all the information that they needed. Gordon. Like what? What kind of information did they need? Bull. The context of this lawsuit. Gordon. Okay, so did you send Cranes a compilation of social media posts from RCS Agents for Change, recall RCS BOE and so on? Bull. I don't recall. Gordon. It's possible you did? Bull. It's possible I did. I don't recall. Gordon. Okay, how did you find out about the lawsuit? Bull. I'm sorry, did you ask how I found out about the lawsuit? Gordon. Yes. Bull. I found out about the lawsuit from Dr. Shaner. Gordon. And did you discuss the lawsuit with Dr. Shaner? Bull. When he told me about the lawsuit, yes. Gordon. Okay. And did you discuss with him the fact that you had been named as a defendant? Bull. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's my internet or what, but I didn't get that question. Gordon. Did you discuss with him that you had been named as a defendant? Bull. Yes, he was the one that told me I had been named as a defendant. Gordon. And did you read the lawsuit? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay. And you saw that the claim was that you had contacted Blake's, is that correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. And did you discuss with Dr. Shaner that it was actually Debbie Fragomeni and that when Elena had been told it was a member of the Board of Ed, the HR person from Blake's was, using the incorrect term but the concept was similar? Did you discuss that? Bull. Dr. Shaner and I did not discuss that, no. Gordon. Okay. Well, so what did you intend to do about the fact that you were being named as a person who had called Blake's but it was actually Fragomeni? Did you have any intention of clearing the record publicly? Bull. I intended to clear the record publicly that it wasn't myself that, or a member of the board that called Blake's. Gordon. Okay, how did you intend to do that? Bull. Testifying under oath that it wasn't me. Gordon. Okay, so this lawsuit was filed in May, we're now in December. And we had to find this out from Marty Blake. Are you aware of that? Bull. I'm aware that Marty testified that Debbie had called him. Gordon. Was there a reason you would withhold information where you believe you were wrongly named all this time and never reveal it? Bull. First of all, I will say that I never knew. I didn't know I didn't know that this phone call ever happened. I inferred that it happened. I did not know that it happened until I learned about the deposition of Marty. Gordon. Okay, Bull. So I did not know. I mean, I would say it was assumed, but I did not know for sure. Gordon. Well, you knew for sure that it was a member of the administration, correct? You knew it was Debbie, you knew it was Debbie in December, correct? Bull. I knew that I had been told that it was. What I knew was that I had been told it was Debbie. Gordon. And who told you that? Shaner? Bull. Dr. Shaner had told me that Debbie was friends with the Blakes and was going to call them. Gordon. So you certainly knew at the time the lawsuit was filed that it was Debbie, unless Dr. Shaner was lying, correct? Bull. I made the assumption that it was, but I did not know for sure. I did not know for sure. Gordon. So why did 7 months or something like that go by, almost 7 months, without you clearing the record up? Were you asked not to do that by Shaner? Bull. I was not asked not to do that. Gordon. Do you have an answer for why you didn't clarify the record? Bull. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. Gordon. Okay. Was there a recall campaign launched against you? Bull. No. Gordon. Was there talk of a recall campaign? Weaver. Foundation, speculation. Bull. No. Gordon. How long have you known Debbie Fragomeni? Bull. I've known her since 2015. Gordon. Do you socialize with her periodically? Bull. No. Gordon. What is your relationship with her? Describe that for me. Bull. My relationship with her is communicating need-to-know information about the district. I mean, it's a positive relationship. Gordon. Do you speak with her on a regular basis as your role in the board? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Do you talk to her daily? Bull. No. Gordon. Weekly, at least? Bull. Not necessarily, no. No, every couple weeks. Gordon. Did she attend board meetings? Bull. Yes. Gordon. Okay, we've talked about your concerns vis-a-vis parents posting names of your employer and your children, correct? Bull. Yes. Gordon. You were sent an email from Debbie Fragomeni. It was to you and Shaner, on November 5, 2020. It was forwarding a message from Lori Grain and Amy D. Crease, subject, Children in Distress. Once again they are calling for videos of kids in distress. I know parents are giving permission for this, but can't we supersede in protecting these kids? Elena Louise is the Facebook profile name. Her real name is Elena Dinverno, President, parent of Redacted at SCHS, and Redacted at Heart. Redacted, and then there's 2 phone numbers. And the next line says, she's the marketing director for Blake's Hard Cider. Do you remember receiving that? Bull. I don't recall receiving that. Gordon. Okay, we can put that up. Let's put it up. Weaver. What's the number, Deb? Gordon. It's 937 and 938. Just so you can see it while I'm asking you questions about it. Savage. Can you see that okay, or I can zoom in? Gordon. Can you see that, Ms. Bull? Bull. Yes, Gordon. Okay, let's go to Bates 938, from Amy D. Crease, Public Affairs Specialist. We talked about her earlier. You see here that she is sending it to you and others. It gets forwarded to you, but she's sending it to Shaner and Grain and Fragameni. She is sending Elena Dinverno's name, Facebook name, children's names, children's schools, email address, phone numbers and employer, Blake's Hard Cider. Do you see that? Bull. Yes, Gordon. Okay, so why, as you understood it when you received this, was Elena's personal information, including information about her children and her employer, being circulated amongst you and the administration? Bull. Well, to contact this woman, to contact her, to contact the parent. I think this information related to her phone number and where her children go to school, that would be so that someone could reach out to her. Gordon. Talk to her about what? Bull. Why she was doing this. Gordon. Well, did that happen? Did somebody call her? Bull. I don't know. I don't know. Gordon. Well, why are her children's names included in this? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. And why is Blake's Hard Cider mentioned in this, if somebody just wanted to talk to Elena about why she's doing this? Bull. I don't know. I don't know. Gordon. Well, did you follow up? There's a lot of talk about Elena on these Facebook groups. Did anybody ever ask her, hey, why are you doing this, let's discuss it? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. The board never did that, did they? Bull. I did not do that, no. Gordon. And there was no recommendation from the board to have Elena talk to you guys about pros and cons, your thoughts on this, and just an exchange of viewpoints. That was never offered to her, was it? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. Well, not that you're aware of, right? Bull. Correct. Gordon. You write back after you get this information that is up on the screen, we can, yeah, we'll scroll up. November 5th at 9:36 p.m. you write back, please keep me posted on this one. I am producing a large event for Cranes in 2 weeks and Blake's as a sponsor. Elena has been my contact in the project. I will try to hand this off to someone else on our team. In the meantime, I would be interested to know whether she mentions me by name. Do you see that? Bull. Yes, Gordon. Why do you want to be kept posted on this one? Bull. Because of what I mentioned there, that it was potentially conflicting or coinciding with something I was doing as part of my professional capacity. Gordon. You say, I will try to hand this off to someone else on our team. Which team is that? Bull. My team at work. Gordon. You didn't hand it off, am I correct? Bull. Correct. Gordon. How did you get along with Elena prior to you learning that she was an RCS parent during the time you worked with her at Cranes on the project with Blake's? Bull. Fine, just fine. Gordon. She was professional, is that correct? Bull. Correct. Gordon. Guys, I'm going to take a few minute break. Let's call it 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Weaver. Are you close to done? Just trying to schedule. Gordon. I think so. I think so, Michael. Weaver. Thank you. Court reporter. Recess from 12:37 p.m. to 12:46 p.m. Gordon. All right. Ms. Bull, we've talked quite a bit about these social media posts by these parents groups. We've discussed the fact that the school district administration was collecting them. I've asked you questions about that. One of the purposes of collecting social media, having the administration collect all parent social media, was to send you information in advance of board meetings. Is that correct? Bull. That's correct. Gordon. So explain that to me. What was the concept? Somebody from the administration was going to secretly review what the parents were talking about on social media and then provide you with information for what purpose? Bull. No, I think the purpose was as a heads up for public comment that might be happening in our meeting. Gordon. And then what would you do with that information when you got it? You got the heads up. what would you do? Bull. I would sometimes, if I had time, read the information so that I would be prepared for what types of comments we might be hearing. Gordon. Okay. And parents' names were provided in a list, correct, to you? Bull. Parents' names? Gordon. Yes. Who had posted what, the names of their children at times, and what they were saying on there, what they thought was their closed social media account, correct? Bull. I don't recall that. I don't recall a list of names and names of children. I don't recall that. Gordon. I have a communication here from Lori Grain to you Monday, February 22, 2021. Subject: potential hot topics for the 220 seconds of a barrel of oil equivalent work session, correct? Bull. Okay. Gordon. Does that refresh your recollection? Bull. I don't recall that particular email, but it makes sense to me that there would be an email that stated that. Gordon. And then it says, potential hot topics. Bull. Okay. Gordon. February 22 Board of Education work session taken from social media sites. Bull. Okay. Gordon. Does that refresh your recollection? Bull. Again, not to that particular email but. Gordon. All right. And there's a list here, one topic heading in bold as RCS is promoting a liberal leftist agenda. Do you recall that? Bull. No. Gordon. Do you remember that being a thought within the district that that's what parents might want to discuss or say? Bull. I don't remember that specifically, no. Gordon. Under that topic I have multiple parent names given to you about parent posts, including things like redacted that she had posted regarding Capitol riots. Do you recall getting that type of information? Bull. No, I don't recall that at all. Gordon. Also in this communication people's children's names are listed. Why would that be? Bull. I don't know. Gordon. Did you get these kinds of emails regularly prior to board meetings summing up social media posts? Bull. No. Gordon. Did you just get it one time? Bull. Not one time, not regularly. Gordon. How many of these do you think you got roughly, potential hot topics to give you a heads up, as you said? Bull. Maybe 2 or 3 times total in the past year. Gordon. When's the last time you discussed this lawsuit with Dr. Shaner? Bull. Well, this morning he called me for an update on a couple things and I told him that my deposition was today. Gordon. Was he present at your deposition preparation session? Bull. No. Gordon. Was anybody from the board present there other than legal counsel? Bull. No. Gordon. Are you or the district continuing to monitor parents' social media sites as of today's date? Bull. I am not. I don't know if the district is. Gordon. Well, are you receiving information from the district about parents' social media sites today? Bull. No. Gordon. When's the last time you received such information? Bull. I don't recall. I don't recall. Gordon. Okay, that's all the questions I have for you today. Bull. Okay. Weaver. Nothing from me. Gordon. All right. Court reporter. Zoom video conference deposition concluded at 12:51 p.m.